Hey everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a TBR video, but not like a standard TBR video. I was thinking the other day, like there are so many books that I need to read before the end of the year. A lot of these are like the next books in the series that I really want to just try and wrap up before the end of the year, or they are books that or authors that I talked about in one of my previous 5 on Friday videos, and I want to start kind of like doing follow-ups on those. So I was like, you know what? I just need to make a video, hold myself accountable, and say these books I need to prioritize between now and the end of the year. So that's what this video is. Let's see what they are. So the first 2 books are books by authors that I had on my authors I want to try in 2020 5 on Friday that I posted, I don't know, in February. So I have 2 authors left that I still need to try. And so yeah, these are those authors. So the first one is V.E. Schwab. I have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I decided that this is the book I want to read just because it is not a series. At least if it is a series, this is the only book out. I don't think it's a series though, or going to be a series. This is like a brand new release. So before I commit to another series by reading some of her other stuff, I decided let's just start with this. So I want to read this. And then the other author from that list is Seanan McGuire. And so I have Every Heart a Doorway, which is the first book in the Wayward Children series. I tried reading Middle Game. I read about like 30 or 40 pages and I just couldn't get into it. So my mom said, don't give up on her yet. Try the Wayward Children series. So I want to give this a go. So these are the first 2. Next is a book that I try and reread every December holiday time. It's my favorite book of all time, and I haven't read it in a few years, and I really want to. And in September, I drew this book from my glasses up there and said, I'm not going to read it now, but I'm going to make sure that I read it in December, and that is Little Women. So I have to read it this year, which this should really be easy for me to read. Like I just said, it's my favorite book of all time, so I just need to do it. The rest of these books are the next books in series, and if I read these books, I will have completed the series for the most part. There's a couple of exceptions. So I'm really just trying to like get my series under control and get caught up in as many as possible. And I realized I have a lot of series left that I only have 1 or 2 more books left to read, and then I'm done. So like I should just do it and just do it before the end of the year. So first up we have Starsight, the sequel to Skyward, which John and I read together a couple months ago and really enjoyed. So we bought Starsight. I don't know if we're going to try and like buddy read this again, or if we're just going to kind of read it at our own pace. John like didn't read according to our schedule and finished it early anyways, so we might just read it on our own and then talk about it later, but really looking forward to seeing what happens next. Next up is The Silkworm by Robert Galbraith. This is book 2 in the Cormoran Strike series. There's a few more books after this. I can't remember if there's 4 or 5 books total in the series right now, but I read The Cuckoo's Calling a couple years ago. I enjoyed it enough. I think I gave it like 3.5 stars. I just re-listened to it a couple months ago and again, like stuck with my rating of like 3.5 stars, but decided I need to just continue on with the series because I didn't hate it and I own the rest of the series, so I should just get to it. Then we have Blood and Honey by Shelby Mahurin. I never know how to say her last name every time I talk about it. This is the sequel to Serpent and Dove, which I read at the very beginning of this year. This just came out in like August or September. I don't remember when, but it's a relatively new release. And again, I just need to continue on with this. before I forget everything that happened in the first one. So I'm gonna see if my mom wants to buddy read this, because we buddy read Serpent and Dove together. I think we buddy read it together. If we didn't buddy read it together, we like read it around the same time. So maybe we can buddy read this, Mom. Huh? Maybe. Then I have Half a War by Joe Abercrombie. This is the last book, the third book in the Shattered Sea trilogy. I just read Half the World in September, and again, I just want to continue on, finish out the trilogy before I forget everything that happened. I'm enjoying the trilogy so far. I love the characters. Excited to see how that all wraps up, and have more to talk about with my dear sweet husband who recommended this series to me. So just need to do it. Then these last two books, I don't know why I have not read these yet. I do not understand why I have not gotten to these, because I loved the first book in this series. 5 stars, couldn't get enough of it, devoured it, like immediately wanted to jump in to the rest of the series, ordered the books like right away, and then haven't touched them. And that is Thunderhead and The Toll by Neil Shusterman. I loved Scythe. Absolutely loved it. One of my favorite books of 2020. Haven't read these two yet. Don't know why. So definitely want to at least get to Thunderhead, if not both of them, before the end of the year, because I thoroughly enjoyed Scythe and don't know why I haven't picked these up yet. No, there's no excuse. I don't know what is going on. Those are, how many books is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books that I really want to prioritize between now and the end of the year. So over the next 2 months and a few days. Let me know down below if you have any books that are on here, I need to get to this before the end of the year list. Let me know what they are. Or if you want to buddy read any of these books, because you also have not gotten to them and have been putting them off, let me know. I would love to buddy read them, because buddy reading gives me the added push that I need to get them done. So let me know if you want to buddy read down below. Anyways, that is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.